A bid for the new Taliban government and the Myanmar junta to gain international recognition has suffered a major blow after the United Nations put off a decision on selecting their representatives. The deferral by the UN committee means that, at least for now, attempts by the ruling authorities of both Afghanistan and Myanmar to get a seat at the United Nations has been blocked. The UN's acceptance of either will be a step towards giving international acceptance to their regimes. Such decisions are made by the 9-member Credentials Committee of the General Assembly, which is responsible for approving the diplomatic representation of each UN member state. The committee held a closed-door meeting on Wednesday to discuss the applications by the Taliban and Myanmar junta to replace ambassadors of the governments they deposed. The committee's chairwoman later said that it had deferred its decision on the credentials of these two countries. Neither of the new governments in Myanmar or Afghanistan have gotten any international recognition since their separate hostile takeovers. The Taliban, who seized control of Afghanistan in August, toppled the US-backed government after 20 years of war. They are now known for their harsh treatment of women and minority groups. The Myanmar junta in February had overthrown the civilian government and imprisoned its leaders, including Aung San Suu Kyi, the country's Nobel laureate leader. WION correspondent Susan Teherani sent us this report from New York. Take a look.
The United Nations Credentials Committee on Wednesday deferred a decision on who will represent Myanmar and Afghanistan at the world body. Sweden's UN ambassador, who also chairs the committee, told reporters, quote, "I can confirm that the Credentials Committee has held its meeting to consider the credentials of UN member states, including Afghanistan and Myanmar," adding that the committee has decided to defer its position of the credentials of these two situations. The report of the committee will be made public once it has been issued for consideration of the General Assembly. What this means is Afghanistan's Taliban and Myanmar's junta will not have representation at the United Nations for the time being. Susan Teherani reporting from New York for WION. World is One.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.